let's get ready to explore Rome in one day, the ultimate tour. Make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to have several tips and tricks on how to make this day an even better one. To take and do the ultimate one-day tour of Rome. We're going to go head over to the Roma Terminale. We're going to get on the A train and we're going to go up to the Vatican. We're going to get off at the Ottavio station. It's about a 5-minute walk to the Vatican. And then we're going to go check out the Basilica. We're going to go to the Dome and climb the Dome. We're going to go check out the crypts, but you can't take any videos or pictures down there. And then we're going to head out to the Sistine Chapel, which is right in the same area. Can't take any pictures or videos in there. Then we're going to go and hop on the metro and go to the Spagna station. And from there, we're going to go from the Spanish Steps to Trevi Fountain to Piazza Navoa, the Parthenon, work our way to the Forum and the Colosseum, and complete our ultimate one-day walking tour. So let's get to it. Cassini stop. That'll get you to Ottavio. Ottavio is where you want to get off of. Interesting fact about the Vatican: it is considered its own country. It's one of two countries that are inside of Italy. The other one is San Marino, which is in the northeastern part of Italy. Maybe one day I'll get there so I can go to all the countries in Italy. into the Vatican, I highly recommend you get here first thing in the morning because the line will be extremely shorter. And right now the line's like way deep. So check this out. Not compared to July.
Nope. July is insane.
If you remember at the beginning of the video, there's like no one in the courtyard. Now there's probably a good 2,000 people in here easily. Once you're ready to leave the Vatican and head up to Spagna, you want to go to the Anna stop. So you want to look for that stop. The stations will have the ends listed. Anna is the end you want. Alright, so we just arrived at Spagna and we left Ottavino. It's 3 stops down from Ottavino. So if you take that from the Vatican down to Spagna, you'll hit the Spanish Steps really easily. When you get out of the metro, you're going to exit right here and it's going to dead end into a metro sign right there. Well, if you look to your right, there's going to be a little building with a P sign. On top of that is a white sign with black letters that says WC. That's water closet. That's the toilet around here. Now it does cost you €1 to use it. They do accept bills, coins, and I think it was credit cards. I saw it down there. I was down there a couple of days ago. But just when you're here, make sure you keep about €4 or €5 on you, because if you have to use the water closet, nobody around here, it's like water's expensive, so you're gonna have to pay for it. But let's go check out the Spanish Steps, because when you come out of that, if you take a left, the Spanish Steps are right around that corner. So let's go check it out. There are 138 steps. Don't ask me how I know. Well, I mean, you can. I counted them when I came down them, because I went from the top down versus from the bottom up. Now, when you get down here, if you're thirsty, because you're here in the summertime, all these fountains around here, if you get the water coming out, not in there, and you'll see all these other places around here. I'll try and get a photo of one or a video of one. The water here, it comes right from an aquifer. It's filtered, and it's cool, and it's free, and it's healthy. It's not like going to Mexico and drinking the water down there. Here it's really good. So there's the Spanish Steps right here. Now, another helpful tip about the Spanish Steps is they are steps. So there are police officers whose whole job it is to make sure people don't sit down longer than a photo. I sat down on one of the sides with my wife yesterday, and I was trying to get some stuff out of my bag, and they came over and told me to get up and get going. And I was trying to get stuff out of my bag to take a picture. I was getting my GoPro, but so they take their job very seriously here. Once you're done visiting the Spanish Steps, your next stop needs to be the Trevi Fountain. Trevi Fountain is going to take you about 9 minutes to walk there. It's about 4/10 of a mile. It's a pretty nice walk. You get to go through a lot of the old part of Rome, a lot of cool architecture. But when you get to Trevi Fountain, be prepared. It is going to be packed. You're going to have to make your way down to the bottom if you dare. There's going to be a bunch of people there trying to sell you stuff you really don't need. There's going to be people there that are from Africa. They're in Florence. They're here. They will come up to you. They'll say, nice shoes. They will say, hey, where are you from? Africa? Knowing you're not from Africa. They'll come up and say other things to try and get you to engage with them. Then they will try to give you a free gift. Now when you get that free gift, then they're gonna be like, oh, you're my friend, I need money. Now I gave you something, you have to give me something. It's a scam. I don't know why Italy allows it to happen, but there's several other scammers out there trying to do their thing. Pickpockets are pretty heavy as well, so make sure you watch your wallet or purses. They do have purses that are pickpocket proof. Guys, keep your wallet in your front pocket. Take your wallet and put it upside down so the openings point up. It's going to reduce your chances of being pickpocketed. Ask me how I know. It saved me from getting pickpocketed on the train because the pickpocket had an issue trying to get my wallet out of my pocket. So we made it to the Trevi Fountain. Now, to give you an idea of how busy this place is in the summertime, today is the 29th of January. The 29th of January. The 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st tend to be the coldest days of the year in Rome. And this is the crowd. Let's see what you have to do to get down to the bottom. so that's getting to the Trevi Fountain the hard way. Now the easy way is the way I came out. So if you're looking at the fountain to the left on the back side, you'll see these stairs. These stairs will take you around. You can beat a lot of the traffic that's congregated in the center. Now you're gonna have to go through it if you want a center picture, but if you're okay from the side, you're gonna be good to go. Now when you're in this area, make sure you keep your hand on your purse or on your wallet, because pickpocketers thrive in that area because everybody's bumping into everybody. So now I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna try and find the people that I was talking about that will try to give you the free gift, my friend. And then they got other people around here trying to give you like selfie sticks and chargers and all kinds of stuff. And they'll come right up to you and until you just ignore them or tell them to go away. This is the first time I've been through here. I've been here every day now for 3 days. And this is the first time I haven't seen them, so maybe it's a little bit early for them. But you'll see the people that I was talking about that are trying to sell you the selfie sticks and whatnot. Now, the next stop is going to be the Pantheon. The Pantheon is going to be an 8-minute walk from the Trevi Fountain. It's about 4/10 of a mile, a little bit less. There's a lot of cool eateries around that area as well. Here at the Trevi Fountain, there's a lot of shops. You got Versace, Hugo, a bunch of other shops. But you can find knickknacks, paddywhacks. You can give your dog a bone. All kinds of stuff around the Trevi Fountain and the Pantheon. So let's go check it out. We've made it to the Pantheon. Now, you can go to getyourguide.com and get skip the line tickets for the Pantheon for $16.28. I highly recommend it because, as you'll see, the line to buy the tickets here is extremely long, much longer than the skip the line. Let's go check out the Pantheon. Now, if you have a question about what's inside of it. About the middle of February, all of my Rome videos are going to start dropping. So just keep an eye out if you're watching before February, before they drop, and you'll be able to see a personal inside tour, like a first-person perspective of it. Outside the Pantheon, there are several stores, shops, restaurants, and gelaterias. And they have this cool little fountain right here, so if it's a hot day and you just need a place to relax for a little bit, perfect place to do it, perfect place to sit and get a great shot of the Pantheon. And you gotta be careful around here as well, because there's usually those scammers around here as well. I don't see any right now, but there's a heavy police presence here, so they probably are not around. There's a heavy police presence over at the Trevi Fountain today as well, so that's probably keeping them at bay. But there's like 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16. There's about 22 police officers in this general area. There's about 6 in each corner of the area, so nice little presence here. So that our next stop is going to be, oh, and before I forget, you see that obelisk? That's one of many that when Rome conquered Egypt, they decided to bring back as souvenirs. So I guess it's before they had souvenir shops and you could buy your own little personal one. They brought them all back. From the Pantheon, you're about a 5-minute walk to Piazza Navona. Now, Piazza Navona is about a quarter of a mile from the Pantheon, so relatively easy walk. And again, if you're getting hot, there's going to be these little fountains all around where you can get clean water. It's like the water that's coming out of the statues, the fountains in the statues, that's potable water. I wouldn't drink it from the bowl, but you can drink the fountain from there, fill up a water bottle or whatever you got. Now, let's get to Piazza Navona. Well, they have the road shut down for some reason, so now I gotta go down and around to get to the Piazza. So it's gonna take a little bit longer, but if you went this way straight, you're about a 1/10 of a mile, you'll dead end to the street, go around to the next entrance, and you're there at the Piazza Navona. Welcome to Piazza Navona. Now, this piazza used to be a circus. That's why it's oval shaped, because they used to race chariots around here. It's pretty cool. They had like animal fights and all kinds of stuff going on around here. Today, it's a bustling place with artists, people trying to sell their stuff, and in the summertime, this place is packed. So if you think there's a lot of people now, when I was here in July, it was nuts. Now I'm gonna give you a little pro tip, okay? So I'm between the obelisks. Oh, 3 guesses on where that came from and how it got here. And the big fountain. Now, if you're at the big fountain and you're looking at the big fountain and the obelisk is behind you, there's going to be a street to your left, right there. These restaurants are really packed during the tourist season. If you go down there about a block on your left-hand side, there will be a fantastic restaurant. We ate there in July. Phenomenal food, great prices too, and you're so close to everything that you can just slip on over there and grab a bite of dinner or whatever and avoid everything over here. Now, on to our next stop. So our next stop is going to be the Forum. The Forum is 1.4 miles from here. It may be a little bit longer today because I have to go out the way it was blocked. So I'm going to try and see if I can sneak out a little bit. Maybe I can get out, hopefully. But it's supposed to take us about 28 minutes to get there. Now, remember I told you about those fountains? Here's one right here. Now, if you want to drink it, you can fill up your bottle here before you cap it. And then the water comes out there. Fresh, cold, has like no taste to it at all. It's better than the Brita water filter. Now, on to, oh, before I forget, I paused the video from being time-lapse to regular, just a little bit past the Pantheon. That restaurant, there's another one exactly the same, right across the street from it, always packed, always packed. It's like a little deli. So if you're looking for some food and you want to spend like an hour or two waiting for it, that's a great place to go. Now let's get on to the Colosseum and the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. It's all in the same area. Once we're done with those 3 things, we're gonna go hit the Vittorino Emanuele II monument. And that will wrap up our day for the ultimate one-day Rome walking tour. So due to having to be rerouted, instead of coming here last, I've got to pass it. So this is the Victor Emmanuel II monument. It was built to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Italy becoming a country. Now, if you pay attention to the video, if you look at the second story, if you will, in between the 2 statues, you're going to see 2 guards standing around a wreath with eternal flames on each side of them. That is their tomb of the unknown soldier. It was there to commemorate unknown soldiers that were killed in World War I, and it's there to commemorate anyone thereafter. There is a museum in there, and for 12 euros, you can take an elevator that's at the back of the building up to the top, and you can overlook the city of Rome. This building is the 2nd tallest building in the area. It is the tallest building in Rome, 2nd tallest in the area. The Vatican, the St. Peter's Basilica is the tallest building, and there's no building in Rome that can be built higher than the top of the basilica. Now, legend has it that Victor Emmanuel built that monument to face the Pope after he took control of Italy and it was no longer like their own little countries and the papal countries. It all became Italy. Apparently the Pope had issues with that, and he built that there so the Pope could be like looking at, I'm in charge now. So that's what I heard. Sounds legit, so I'm gonna go with it because I don't know anything different. Now, from here, it's a quick walk to the Forum, Palatine Hill. This monument is actually built on part of Palatine Hill. And then right across from it is an old forum. Not the Roman Forum, but an old forum that was used by Augustus. It's called Augustus Forum. So we're gonna hop on across the street real quick because I'm about to pass it and show it to you. So while I'm waiting for the light to change, just to give you an idea, right there is the monument. Right behind me is the old forum, the Augustus Forum. And then on this side, you can start to see the Roman Forum. And then Palatine Hill is all along the back side of it. So it's all centrally located for quick, easy walking to get to see several of the biggest sites. As you can see, this forum is really big, but it fails to compare to the Roma Forum across the street. Now, you have to pay to get access to the Roma Forum. I did that yesterday, so be on the lookout for an in-depth video of the forum. Julius Caesar is buried here. He is the only person buried inside the city limits of Rome. They made special circumstances for him. So they built an altar where he was cremated and his ashes interred. Nothing fancy considering he was an emperor, but I guess a special privilege since he's the only one buried in here. If you come about halfway through the forum, you'll be able to find an area where you can come down. There is wheelchair ramp here so you can see a little bit better, but it puts you about halfway through the forum. Now, the building right behind me, not that one, that's the old Senate house. That's where the senators would meet and discuss everything. And if you look, it's going to be hard, but there's going to be like these little 3 pillars that you'll maybe see. Just to the front of that, you'll see like a little tiered roof, like a little fixed roof. Underneath that is the altar for Julius Caesar, where he was burnt, or cremated, I should say. Burnt seems a little bit harsh, considering he got stabbed by 23 of his friends. His best friend did that last one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. But I'm going to flip it around. I'll point to the 3 pillars, and then I'll point down below to where Julius Caesar's altar is. The Zoom did pretty good. I know it's a little bit fuzzy, but hopefully you get an idea of where that's at in the forum. Now this place is so huge, it's insane. There's a big arch back behind this building. If you go out the exit over here, this back exit, you can actually get up there and overlook the forum for free. So if you don't want to pay for the forum, if you want to check it out with a bird's eye view, you can go back over here, look for the arch on your map, but back behind, go behind the Victorino Emmanuel II building, then you'll be able to see it. But all this back here, up there and beyond, is Palatine Hill. So you're able to see Palatine Hill, the forum, the monuments, the wedding cake. Back here is the Augustus Forum, and then right there is the Colosseum. So you can see everything really quick in a short amount of time, and not much walking distance. And the great thing is, the Colosseum is one of only a couple tourist attractions that have direct subway access. So when you finish at the Colosseum, you can hop on the subway and get to your hotel. At, so you can just see how close it is to the Colosseum. Because if you don't go to the Vatican, and say you don't go to the Vatican because you want to do everything else, what you can do is you can start the Colosseum and work your way to the Spanish Steps. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you like sunsets, go up to the Spanish Steps, go up the Spanish Steps, and you take a left in front of the church. You go about a quarter of a mile down. Right there, you'll be able to find the hours for the Coliseum to see when they close, when their last opening entrance is. But if you spend 3 hours at the Vatican, you spend about 4 hours doing everything else, take some time to eat, you can be done with Rome and see all the big sites within 8 or 9 hours. So let's talk some tips when you're coming to Rome, especially when you're going to do this tour. If you want to get some cash, find a bank ATM. Don't go to the airport cash currency exchange place. Don't go to the ATMs around the kiosk, around the train stations and stuff, because they're going to charge you a convenience fee and a transaction fee that will be a percentage of what you pull out, about 5%. You go to a bank ATM, especially if it's a credit union. I went to one, I didn't have to pay ATM fee or conversion fee, so save some money. 2, wear comfortable shoes. The streets around here are so uneven. My ankles have been killing me. Heels have actually been killing me as well. So bring some ibuprofen because they're going to think. And then security. If you're in a hotel, make sure you leave your passports there. Take like I would leave at least one credit card there and some cash because you get pickpocketed. At least I would get home with some. Ladies, I would highly recommend spending money to buy a pickpocket tool first. We're not fashion, we're not Gucci, Prada, we're not even Coach. But it does save a lot of money and time to get pickpocketed. Guys, put your wallet upside down in the front pocket so that openings facing top will help you if somebody tried to pickpocket me. And I was able to fill them in my pocket because the wallet was upside down versus right side up, I guess, or right side up. You know what I mean. Your phone, if you have AT&T, make sure you have the international package. It's like $5 a day or something like that to get your data and whatnot. And then buy a new SIM card and deal with all that. Not tech savvy, so I'd rather pay to play than lose my mind trying to figure it out. Hydrate, make sure you drink some water. They got free water around here. Coming in the summer somewhere. If you thought there was a lot of people around, probably like 10 times. If it was the same here in the summertime, trust me, you're gonna need some patience. Have fun. You're in Rome. It's an ancient city. Not everything is gonna be how it's at home because it's old. It's a different country. You come in with an open mind, you're gonna have a phenomenal time. Now, if you land at the Coliseum and you're looking for a good place to eat, come onto the metro stop and then go down to the right if you're heading to Roma. At your first street, you're going to want to take a right. The first restaurant you come to on the right, phenomenal food and great prices. If you have any questions about Rome, let us tour, message me. I will reply as soon as I see it. Sometimes I don't see them for a couple days. Seems like the best. It's not like Facebook. But I will reply and then answer any questions you have. If you're looking for some tours, buy a tour. Has a lot of tours. Favorite guide has a lot of tours. If you want to book, because our first time here was through a Trafalgar tour. I'm actually able to book through Trafalgar, Top Saver, all the big tour guide companies that actually do like legit tours around places. I can do that. I ask you a favor. Found this video help you out on your tour here. Your planned tour. Please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna help me be able to get my information out there better to help other people like yourself. It'll take you 2 seconds, but it'll help me out immensely, and I appreciate that. Ciao for now. Enjoy Rome. I'm gonna hit the Coliseum line. I'm gonna head out before I end. There's one last tip. The Coliseum or the metro, one-stop ticket, three-stop ticket, and five-stop ticket, a 24-hour ticket or a 48-hour ticket. Depending on how long you're gonna be here. If you're gonna be here for a day, get a 24. If you're gonna be here for 2 days, get a 48. 48's only 14 euros a person. It's really cheap. A lot cheaper than Ubers and cash. work just at the subway. He works on the tram and the buses.